Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This is about a blog I did on Romario Antonio Roach. This is a article that was in your news from the court. They're trying to figure out what to do with him, the sentencing phase. And I got this response because I've asked people to give their views, especially if you know of a situation and you've lived it and you have experienced it, you know the person. And this person wrote in and they're saying that they know who this guy is. They recognize him as, and they knew him from a child, and how he had a hard life in terms of being around the neighborhood, and he was hungry. And this person is thinking that he didn't have the wherewithal, he didn't have the strength to hurt three grown people. They don't think it's him, and they're saying that they feel that the real person who committed the crimes is the father. Okay, they think it's the father, and they cite the father as someone that was around them, and they would have him around the house cleaning, and they stopped hiring him because they realized that the father not trustworthy. He wasn't trustworthy. And this person is also feeling that the police should know, that they should know that this little boy, well, he was little then, not so little, but could not have done what they say he has done. In Barbados, this is not going to go anywhere. They have him. They can say in the news that most of the crimes in Barbados are solved. They do not go unsolved. So they like to say that so that tourists can come to the island and feel safe, because they usually catch the bad guys. But so this is not going to go anywhere. Okay, no investigation, no DNA, no nothing like that is going to be done ever. Okay, but someone in my chat felt the urge to write this to me, and they're saying that they think that this guy didn't do it. He was just too hungry, and just not, he was not able. They don't think he was able. Got some more, but I didn't put it all up. But they don't think that this guy was able to do what they say he has done to three grown people, and even his mother. They think that the boy's father, who was very he was mean. He was mean spirited to the mother. And in Barbados, when a woman will run around and you hear her crying out for help and that kind of stuff, you know what happens. And they're saying that that was a situation, and they would not be surprised if it was the father, or not his father and the woman's man, the father of the child, the father of Romario. They will not be surprised if it was his father who would be responsible for this happening. And even if it wasn't the father, this is me speaking out, even if it wasn't the father that physically did it, just having children and having them walking around hungry and begging for food and that kind of stuff, that's enough. That should be a crime. That should be enough to have someone looked at and charged. And like I say, when you put the child, or your child, when your child goes into one cell, some parents need to be in the cell next door, right next door. It should be that there's room for the parent or the parents. Okay, so yeah, I do this because it came to me. It's regarding Romario Antonio Roach, and they've blamed three people who expired on him. They've blamed him, and someone is saying that they feel the little boy was framed and he only wanted care and love. And that's something that may be hard for you to fathom, but a lot of children go without that. A lot of children go without love, and part of love is feeding your child. Part of love is feeding, giving them food to eat, substance. Okay, that's part of love. Okay, love is an action word, not just saying I love you. It's an action word, purely 100% action. And you should not be having them if you know you can't feed them. You should not be having a child if you know you cannot properly feed, clothe, give them shelter. You know, that's not love. So it starts wrong, it ends wrong. Okay? Okay, that's it for this. This is Sherry Veronica.